Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you here today. We are rolling in to work. I got a 6 a.m. shift, and we're gonna make some money today. I did not have a chance to make a Monday Night Raw preview last night because I was barbecuing. Honestly, probably should have done it. I thought about it at one point. It would have been a fun video to make last night when we were sitting by the grill. We cooked chicken, we cooked squash, we cooked tri-tip, we cooked kielbasa. We got a lot of food. We got a lot of food for lunch today. Right here, we got my Triple H cup, some coffee that my girlfriend gave me for my birthday. Fun times leading up into the go-home show into SummerSlam. Brock Lesnar's going to be on Monday Night Raw. This is the main angle going into SummerSlam. They're treating Brock Lesnar as if he is still the man in WWE. Honestly, in my opinion, I don't think that his value is worth what it once was in WWE. Yeah, he hasn't lost since last year's SummerSlam when he got hit in the nuts by Undertaker and he got rolled up, setting up the Hell in the Cell match down the road. But I don't know. Honestly, in my opinion, I don't think Brock really holds his value in WWE. I don't think that really they've been really able to cash in on Brock as much. Still think that at WrestleMania, if Dean would have won that match, Dean would have been a better champion. No doubt in my mind. The hype for this match has honestly been the announcement the week of UFC 200, trying to cash in off of UFC. Since then, we had Randy Orton hit the RKO as a surprise on Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar, as a surprise, came in and beat the shit out of Randy Orton on SmackDown. So it is what it is. I mean, there's not really a big build to this. They're trying to treat it as if it's almost like a UFC fight. Lots of sit-down interviews with Brock and Randy, trying to go back all the way into training camp back in 2001 when they both were trained at Ohio Valley, and then both debuting. Of course, Brock debuted after WrestleMania in 2002. Randy Orton debuted shortly after that. Both of the guys, when they came in, were looked as if they were really like big deals. Randy because of his dad, him being a second-generation wrestler. Brock just because, even though he was so young, he was just so fucking big. Remember when he was coming in, he was beating the shit out of the Hardy Boys week after week after week. And that led him into getting the winning the King of the Ring by beating Rob Van Dam. From there, he would go on and beat The Rock at SummerSlam, winning the championship. The fastest as anybody had ever done in WWE history at the time. Crazy stuff for this. Honestly, when I looked at the 5-point preview last night, it said that Brock Lesnar was going to be on Raw. I think he has to be there in order to pump this matchup. You would think that Randy's going to be there as well. So I don't know if you're going to have a ton of security separating these people because you don't really want to see another RKO. You don't want to see another F5. We've already seen it. They'll have it in highlight clips. I think this is just going to be Paul Heyman going to town and trying to sell SummerSlam. Honestly, in my opinion, Finn Balor and Seth Rollins, that's my main event. That for the Universal Championship, that's the one thing that I care about the most. Definitely it's going to be something with Brock and Randy leading up into SummerSlam. With the rest of the show, I mean, last week, honestly, we had Roman Reigns dipping down, going after the United States Championship. I made the video talking about that match last week, honestly thinking that it was a downgrade for Roman, and I was honestly surprised that people in the comment box and people commented me on Twitter saying that Roman Reigns going after the United States Championship was actually elevating the championship. This is the title that Titus O'Neil and Zack Ryder have challenged for the past 2 pay-per-views. So honestly, in my mind, I think this hurts Roman Reigns more than anything else. I'm guessing that Vince thinks that it's USA versus Russia, like we're back in the 80s, and it's Rocky IV is going to help him. I know that Vince is stuck in the 80s in a lot of ways. but we'll have to see what happens with that. Yellow light turning into red. But with the rest of Raw, man, I mean, I haven't watched SmackDown since the brand split. I listened to reviews from Filthy Tom Lawler. I watched some videos of you guys talking about it. I watched video clips of things that happen, and of course I see GIFs and videos on Twitter. I think that SmackDown, even though it has a weaker roster, SmackDown has things that I want to see more than Raw does. I really want to see American Alpha, Jordan and Gable. Those guys, I want to see them kick some ass. But, you know, when it comes down to the Raw show itself, I really don't know a lot of things that are going down that make me care about SummerSlam. New Day against the Club. I hope the Club kicks the shit out of the New Day and take those championships away. Gallows and Anderson coming off their success in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Them having the WWE Tag Team Championships is going to be a big lift for them. As of right now, because they were sort of just the guys that were AJ Styles' muscle, them actually winning some tag matches. I know that they beat the Usos early on to show that they really meant business. But since then, you know, I can't really think of them winning any big matches. Them winning the tag titles, that's going to be a big deal. And from there, they can go on and have great matches against Enzo and Kaz. They can have great matches against, well, probably not against the Dudleys, but they can have good matches against the Usos. They can have good matches, you know, against just about anybody, and show that tag division can be led by them. So we'll see, you know, what there is. Last week they had a big Sheamus versus Cesaro match. Cesaro getting back-to-back wins, maybe hopefully showing that there's no 50-50 booking going on anymore. But you know it's coming. But we'll have to see. SummerSlam's right up around the corner. I can honestly tell you that I'm not really that pumped over SummerSlam. I don't have SummerSlam blues. It doesn't seem like a lot of people are going to New York this year like they did last year with the debut of SummerSlam moving over there. SummerSlam when it was in LA was lit. It was always a fun thing to do. I'm glad that I got to go to it 5 years in a row. Now here we are 2 years out. I don't really feel like I miss it that much, but you know, now they have NXT. They have their own special. Evolve's gonna be there. There's gonna be a lot of other shows running. Last year, didn't they have Ring of Honor? They had a show that weekend. I don't know if they're doing that this year or not, but I know they had a lot of the New Japan people there. But I just pulled into the parking lot at work, so it's going to be a good day. Let's make some money, and I'll see you guys down the road.